I'd like all of us to rise up tafadhali, tumkaribishe Baba, His Excellency Raila Odinga. Kofia juu ya hewa! Kofia juu ya hewa! Kofia yako juu ya hewa! Kofia! Kofia!
Haya. Haya. You may be seated. Bwana Speaker, the family of our friend Charles Ong'ondo Were, all protocols observed. Hamjambo. Hamjambo. Joyana Musaureuru. ODM. ODM. Tumekaa kwa muda mrefu sana, lakini mimi nataka kushukuru wale ambao wamefika hapa siku ya leo. Ajiki heri. Ajiki.
Lekende chiho ni chungi kawango mariwa. Aira uro noko sala ndege piyoko uoke yamo. Uok bore Ong'ondo Were marimo omo. Milambo yok dengo ratengo lor komiyo wangi. Adiera wuod mumbo gini lich miworo. Ya eja kawere gini lich miworo ngang. Ena ngo timore robi kabwana. Pinyo timorondo ni chingo lali ode. Endi yamje koi kosa eno yanda. Moimo gwengo mabei gi piny mar luo. No gai ma milambo. Ema magina luaro. Lekende chiho ni chungi kawango mariwa. Aira uro noko sala ndege piyoko uoke yamo. Uok bore Ong'ondo Were marimo omo.
Joey!
Milambo yok dengo ratengo lor komiyo wangi. Adiera wuod mumbo gini lich miworo. Ya eja kawere gini lich miworo ngang. Woisiro chali jakasipul kachieno.
Kamano.
Jabura nyolo tek usipo molo uro ganda.
Kamano.
Usipo wanganya wangaya gakinyi dwasi dher chak.
Koko mari
makopenyo kala insulu emoluro budho. Lekende chiho ni chungi kawango mariwa. Aira uro noko sala ndege piyoko uoke yamo. Uok bore Ong'ondo Were marimo omo. Milambo yok dengo ratengo lor komiyo wangi. Adiera wuod mumbo gini lich miworo. Ya eja kawere gini lich miworo ngang. Nyasa sira moga juang. Nyasa joka podho.
Kamano.
Mewa luth mar singo. Mani miyo Musa kangado nam gi Jo-Israel.
Kamano.
Monda molo siem yo kachingo se wuok. Mondo obwanga mar ng'uono gi hera.
Kamano.
Mondo luo donji oinga mar loch mar Kenya.
Kamano.
Lekende chiho ni chungi kawango mariwa. Aira uro noko sala ndege piyoko uoke yamo.
2027.
Uok bore Ong'ondo Were marimo omo. Milambo yok dengo ratengo lor komiyo wangi. Adiera wuod mumbo gini lich miworo. Ya eja kawere gini lich miworo ngang. Sibur mostuoni kain.
Mostuoni.
Oya thuon gero singa.
Kamano.
Kama udhiambo. Ngire uyo timo jere. Udhiambo makambai. Huko ura kech nyoyare. Rabodo dhikonyosi ya Kisumo.
Kamano.
Pinyo siko toksikie. Ogu ya jira ura chodo kego kura bodo dhikonyosa kwata the head ama temani nyara kumka kota kwata joka lewangni. Ajiki kodhi amu.
Koko marjo
Lekende chiho ni.
Yeah. Thank you so much, sir.
It is a very, very painful thing that we stand here today to send off our brother, our hero, Charles Ong'ondo Were. Ong'ondo Were is a great Kenyan by any standards. I've known Ong'ondo now for nearly 20 years. The gentleman here, Omondi Ajode Ntika. Omondi Ajode heri. Ajode. is not around. That is the guy who introduced me to Ong'ondo Were. Ong'ondo was living in Meru, and that's where he lived most of the times. I'm the one who invited him to come here to Kasipul. But Ong'ondo, by all standards, is a great person. He's a man of a few words, but a man who is very correct in everything that he does. When I went to Meru to introduce my party there, I met Ong'ondo and introduced me to other Meru leaders. He became the leader there. Those Meruans told me, don't look at this gentleman as a Luo. He's a Kenyan. And he's the one who can actually help us to unite us. And he united the people there in Meru and built a party branch which became very strong in an area which was fairly hostile. Ong'ondo likes people and is a man who does not have any grudge with anybody. He actually knew what was going to happen to him. Because when he was celebrating the Pinyeluo earlier this year, we went to a function, and after the function was over, Ong'ondo came and he jumped into my car and told me that there's some people who are following me here. He just came in and squeezed himself into my car and told me there's some people here with bad intentions. I'm not going to tell you now, but I will tell you later on. So these people have been trailing Ong'ondo for a long time. And there were people who were known. Ong'ondo knew them. And I hope that the investigation of the police is going to lead to these people so they can be apprehended. Yes, they've already arrested quite a number. But those are basically agents who have been hired. The authors of this crime must be brought to book. Because you see, Ong'ondo is killed. I get a message, Atuli is the one who called me. Oh, Mheshimiwa, one of your members of parliament has been shot and killed. Which one? The MP for Kasipul. Where? They are around the city mortuary. Some people trailed him and shot him. He's been taken to Nairobi hospital. Within 5 minutes of that call, I was in Nairobi hospital. I found Ong'ondo there lying. But these people had been trailing him from the morning, even the day before they had been trailing him. And there are people who are known, of course. They have been arrested. But those others will have seen that Ong'ondo is killed, and the following day the social media is full of stories of people who Ong'ondo was killed. People who was killed, this killer. If Ong'ondo had been killing people, why has he never been arrested and charged? That's not an allegation against Ong'ondo. It is accusation of our security forces that he has somebody, a member of parliament, who can be killing people with impunity and has not been arrested by the security forces. Those people who actually organize those social media reports are themselves the people who are behind this crime. Ong'ondo has been shot and killed, but Ong'ondo's spirit will continue to live on. We cannot live in a society that tolerates this kind of impunity. This must come to an end. These people must be brought to book immediately. And they are known. They are known. And we know that this is actually as a political assassination. Political assassination is, we know it in this region. We've seen people who have been assassinated. We knew Tom Mboya was assassinated. He was shot by Mr. Njenga. But Njenga talked of the big man who was never arrested. You've seen others, the Mumbai was shot in cold blood in front of his family. Nothing happened. We've seen quite a number of these political assassinations. This must become to an end. We must build a tolerant society where people can disagree, but then shake hands at the end of it. Yes, we had a crisis last year. We had a crisis also the year before last. And we were on the streets. But then there's something that Kenya must actually internalize and become a part of our culture. That we can compete very severely. But at the end of it all, people must shake hands and life must continue. Life must continue. That is how democracies are built over the years. Yes, of course, our elections have not been perfect. They're not perfect. We know exactly what has been happening. But Kenya is much more important than individuals. If we break Kenya, there will be no other Kenya tomorrow. We saw what happened in Somalia in 1991. Up to now, there's never been peace in Somalia. Al-Shabaab and all these gangs are roaming around all over the place. People are dying day and night. So we must institutionalize democratic practice in our country, where people tolerate each other, where people can compete peacefully, and at the end of it all, people come and shake hands and the country moves on. Yes, we are partners, and we have worked together for a long time. I'm bringing here today condolences from President William Ruto, President Uhuru Kenyatta, and Honorable Stephen Kalonzo Musyoka. They've all sent their condolences to the family here. We, as members of ODM, must remain steadfast, and we must work to unify ODM as a strong political party. Yes, in a political party, there's always differences of opinion on some issues, but the political party itself must have a firm stand on a particular issue. And that's why people can talk, and talk this way and this way. Ultimately, there's an official position that will be articulated by the party. And the spokesman of the party is usually the Secretary General, Mr. Sifuna. When Mr. Sifuna speaks, he's speaking on behalf of the party. But then, Mr. Sifuna, saa ingine hapana kuwa chungu sana. So, we have a firm stand. We have an arrangement with Kenya Kwanza, and we put it in black and white. And there is a 10-point agenda, which is in the memorandum that we signed. And we want that to be fully implemented. I want to thank our members who have joined the government and are working there. We will give you all the support that you need to be able to discharge your duties properly. Now, Jethurwa, Jemumbo, Untie, Uchiek, Jogi onego Ong'ondo. Jogi onego Ong'ondo. Kata ginege. To Ong'ondo biro dhi nyime. Gitimo anjao. Nene gisepiem Ong'ondo ma Ong'ondo yombogi. To gisika kinka. Gilure Ong'ondo. Anang'egi. Jomojonegi. Otimgi nadi. My wach mantie ka. Ok wabi yie ni Ong'ondo, remo Ong'ondo, chwer machalo kamari, mang'ama nonege tokonegi. Jomonone Ong'ondo. Otim nadi. But Ong'ondo will live forever and ever. Family mar Ong'ondo, we will stand with you. They say the king is dead. Long live the king. Erukamano. Thank you.